What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Vibe Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vibe is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing is, and I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't gonna do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing.
Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion platform.
There's haters. I don't have a message. I don't take my time to respond and to defend myself. Why would I do that? I'm giving you a microphone if I'm doing that. I'm giving you solace that you're in my life. I don't care. I really don't. So if it's been that way all my life, you would think that I'm used to it. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, and I keep going. So I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. This is a comfortable place for me.
Big country! Hey, big country!
Look at here, I got a brand new dance. All I need from
What up, 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 what up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? I hope everybody having a great day out there today. Man. Whew. Big Vibe live. AKA Big Country. What y'all see today? Today. Ain't nothing, ain't a lot going on today. Just I was thinking and having a conversation last night, man. Well, one of the brothers, Jeff to be exact, and just thinking about just talking about like in general, like why is it that because we as citizens advocate for R. Kelly, advocate for Bill Cosby, and others who have been wrongly imprisoned. Why is it that we get attacked because we're not going along with the narratives that's being pushed by the media? What up, MC Outlaw? One thing we know as a culture, of people, right? When have the media ever perpetuated us in a way that we were glorified? When have our culture ever been glorified in the media? That's a rare occasion. That's a rare occasion. But now it's so crazy that you can't even be a supporter of who you want to support without people coming out want to attack you. People want to come out and they want to call you a pedo lover. They want to have all of this shit to say. But the thing about it is, when it comes to our culture, it's not, the other cultures, they sit back and watch us bicker back and forth with each other, knowing that our people is going to bite on the propaganda. They know our people is going to bite on the propaganda. So me today, my purpose of this live, I want to be able to share the fans and supporters sentiments as we go over this live and have a discussion. Like what made you all as fans? I don't like to say the word fans because that just, what made you all as supporters? What made you want to come out and support the injustice of Robert Sylvester Kelly? What made you want to support Robert Sylvester Kelly? What made you want to support Bill Cosby? What made you listen to that news report and say, you know what, something don't sound right? What was it that caught your attention and made you as a person say, I want to know more? What made you want to know about these alleged victims? What made you interested in wanting to know more? I heard everything in the beginning, but me, I didn't. I'm big country, so in the country, it's just certain shit that just don't go on in the country. In the country, certain shit just don't go on. You don't take what somebody say about another person and take it and run with it, unless the only people you see doing that is someone who already has a problem with the person that it's about. So we can look at this R. Kelly sector and say, most of these people that have a problem with R. Kelly or that's against R. Kelly, they had a problem with R. Kelly before any accusation ever formed. They disliked him before any of these accusations. They loved his music, but they disliked him as a person for whatever that reason may have been. Maybe he didn't sign an autograph. Maybe he didn't give them a backstage pass. Maybe he didn't let them hop in the Sprinter. Maybe they wasn't the one who got picked up from Kenwood. I don't know. But for whatever reason, most of these people that you see that has formed groups to go against R. Kelly, these are people who disliked R. Kelly, the person, well before any of these allegations. That type of hate just don't form for support of some women that you don't even know. And see, for us, right, it's so ironic for us as the support that we give on this side. Their favorite line for us is, "We don't know R. Kelly." Okay. I mean, okay, we don't know R. Kelly, but at the same time, we can turn around and say, y'all don't know these accusers. What's the difference? What's the difference in us not knowing R. Kelly and y'all not knowing the accusers? But y'all fight for the accusers. So why is it a problem that we can't stand for R. Kelly and not know him, but y'all can stand for the accusers and not know them? It doesn't work that way. We live in America where you have the freedom to do and go and say whatever it is you please. Shakita said, okay. She said, I'm supporting because I did not see any evidence proving he did it. Only money hungry people. Okay. Shakita, how long you been supporting? How long you been around this fight? So when you post your comment in the chat, just make it just your comment, all your comment need to be something like, this is why I support. How long you been supporting? No, just say how long you been supporting, why you support, and how long you been supporting. For the last 4 years. Okay. How long have you been listening to the music? These are just things like it's pretty much like on my interview that I did on Levi for Kelly, when he asked, how did I get into the music? What made me want to support? How long have I been supporting? And that's pretty much what it's about. What's up, Nick? So my whole thing is this, like, why is it that we as supporters, we have to have a personal relationship? We are ordered to have a personal relationship with Chaos in order to support him. But people can support these alleged victims and don't know them from a can of paint. Nick said he been listening to Chaos for over 27 years. Man, that's a while. That's damn near his whole career. That's almost his whole career. Right, J-Rock. She said she been listening to Chaos since 93. Okay. Yeah, man. So if we've been listening, is it safe to say that we've been listening to this music for all of this time, over all of these years, we've been listening to this music. We've been supporting this man's music. I mean, we have built the relationship. I mean, it's like anybody else that we deal with. We don't know a lot of people, man, but when we get out into the free world, we meet people, we interact with people, we have conversation with people, we get to know people based off of that. J-Rock said, we don't know R.Kelly. Neither do they. Right. Neither do they. Neither do they. Exactly, J-Rock. So what's your point? Right. That's exactly what I said. Nick say, I've been supporting him since the allegations. Okay. Most definitely. Most definitely. Julia say, I've been listening to R. Kelly since the 90s. All right. All right. This is what it's about. This is a support line, man. This is a support line. Let's go here. Miss Lady T say, I've been listening since 92. Okay, okay, okay. I started to truly support and truly believe it was more to it when R. Kelly had his interview with Gayle King. That for me was him telling his truth. I agree. I agree. I say I always loved R. Kelly. I'm age 51. Okay. 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 Miss Lady T said, hi, J Rock. Nick said, if most forgot, Kelly setup began way before the docuseries. What about when they robbed him for all his stuff down in his Atlanta home? Who's to say what was already took show the hate for him? Right. So many people, many people got hate for this man. And like I say, a lot of stuff don't get talked about. A lot of stuff don't get talked about like the things that he's done to help Chicago, like paying for the funerals, helping his friends out. I read a story once when they talked about a car was wrecked, someone had an accident, and R. Kelly pulled over and helped the people out of the car, put them in a hotel, whatever the situation may be. I don't know the exact story, but something to that nature. And he told the people, look, like he helped them out, didn't even, want no recognition for it or nothing, and just kept going. I mean, this brother has done so much, like the musical teacher, Miss Lena McLean, helping her keep her house, different things this brother has done for people to just sit around and try to praise and put emphasis on these accusations that these females put out here who went looking for him, who chose to go look for him, who chose to be with him, who could have left at any time. These people had the option of free will and free reign to do whatever it is that they wanted to do, but they chose to stay around because they wanted to be a part. They wanted the lifestyle. And now that the lifestyle is no longer available, now they're trying to capitalize on spending time with this man.
What's up, family?
What up with it, Lex? Nick say,
Yeah,
within his own camp, this is going to go down as the biggest setup ever. I agree.
right on. Yeah, I'm still at the gig. I'm just gonna go ahead and say my little piece, and I'm gonna still be listening though in the background trying to get off. But what I want to say is, I've been down since the early '90s, man, since he came out, and one of the things I look at is how can somebody be guilty of all this stuff? Y'all got to manufacture everything, and we didn't have the power of social media back then for what we have now, so we can break down all the allegations that we do now. So, with that being said, you have to sit back and use your common sense. And all these the tape and everything else. Why would you have a tape and it's floating around all through neighborhoods, all online, if people so guilty? That's one of the things that made me like, nah, this can't be right. And then it seemed like everybody that was in this circle, everybody had a vendetta against him. So that's one of the things I had to pull back on. Be like, nah, this man can't be doing all this stuff y'all say he's doing. It got to be because y'all mad at him because he wasn't able to finance y'all lifestyle again and keep on doing it. He probably said, nah, I ain't gonna keep doing this. I got to like a live too. So I'm not gonna finance your lifestyle for you to sit back here and get mad at me when I decide to say no, and then you get mad. So that's the thing that made me turn my head and say, nah, this can't be true. Same thing with Bill Cosby, and we're witnessing the same thing right now with Deion Sanders. The same exact thing. Everybody turning on him
Right.
because they mad because he's doing something for the kids. If it's about the kids, then
Right.
what y'all mad for? I'm gonna pull it back. I'm gonna let you go ahead and comment on that, or chat to comment on that, and I'm gonna sit back and be listening. I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Nick said when we all first heard Kels was holding girls hostage in his basement, we was all like, "What the fuck? He is R. Kelly. That dude still to this day can walk through the mall and find any woman. Why they playing my boy? Right? Exactly." Julia say, I support R. Kelly because an innocent man has been wrongfully convicted of a crime he did not commit. Where is the injustice? No justice, no peace. Free Kels. Exactly. Prima Donna, what's up, sis? Prima say trial by media, secret court proceedings, the irony. Right, my man, I'm telling you, they pulled off the federal government pulled off the biggest setup ever, man. Right before our eyes, man. How did everything that they needed to work in their favor just laid out like a red carpet? What's up, Vibe panel and chat? My blessings. I've been listening to KL since like 1993. Great conversation at work listening. This is what it's gonna be about today, man. Why you support Kels? How long you been listening to Kels? Let's get it, man. This is what it's about. I've been supporting him since the January documentary came out. I did not watch it because it did not make sense. Why this man? I've been listening to him for 30 years. I will not stop supporting him. Most definitely, man. We're going to keep supporting Kels, man, because that's what it's about. We real supporters over here, man. We want to know, and we're not just here for one side of the story. We want to hear both sides of the story and let us determine what we believe and not believe. Don't try to make us believe some shit that y'all want to put together and say happened. Let me be the judge of what I want to listen to and what I want to believe. Don't try to shove no shit down my throat and tell me it's real. Talked about Kitty Jones 35 saying she was brainwashed, did not look brainwashed when she was on stage giving her a job as a backup dancer. I mean, and Kitty Jones, come on, man. You left your job as a radio personality. You left your husband and you left your kids. How the fuck was you brainwashed? That means you whatever you had going on in your life was already going on way before R. Kelly, because what logical woman in her right mind leave her job, leave her husband and her kids to go be with a celebrity? Come on, man. Come on. You neglected your whole fucking family to go be a backup dancer. Make that make sense. Let's check the buffet tour live. You will see Kitty Jones and Asante McGee. Shit crazy. Exactly. V White, what's going on, V White? V White say, been a fan of R. Kelly since the 90s and never watched the docuseries because I knew it was bullshit. I agree. I never watched the docuseries either. Never watched it. Never ever even thought about watching it. Nick, that appeal will vindicate Kels and hopefully they lock the immunity liars up. Ice never seen this kind of I've never seen this kind of innuendo towards an R&B artist, right? I mean, no, not just an R&B artist, just any a person ever in life. Julia say, when the money stopped, the bullshit started. Exactly. Everyone wanted a piece of the pie. Most definitely. Love Life 44 say, I only knew about this since November 2022. However, my spirit brought me in to give spiritual support. Whenever Step In the Name of Love came out was my first hearing of his music. Wow. That's good though, but at least you were able, you didn't just take what you heard through the media and run with it. You know, that's something, that's the most important thing. We as people, especially us as a culture, man, I keep saying this shit, I keep saying it. When have we as a culture ever relied on the news? Ever relied on the news to tell us about our culture? When have I grew up watching Lifetime. My mama watched Lifetime. I never seen black people on Lifetime. All of a sudden, R. Kelly, and then you get it. They turn black Lifetime into Love and Hip Hop. But that's going to show you the Lifetime networks, their ratings was dropping, and they needed something hot and fresh to keep their ratings up. So guess what they did? R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. Then they come out and do a docu-series on what's the dude, Hugh Hefner, and they only talk about Hugh Hefner for 5 minutes of the docu-series, and then they go to talking about Bill Cosby, Don Cornelius, and everybody else that was visiting the Playboy Mansion. But this man was really pimping these women and selling these young girls. I mean, some of them 16, 17 years old. But they want to make the R. Kellys and the Bill Cosby out to be the monsters, though. What up, Derek? Bless Big Vibe. What's up, Cook?
What's going on, baby?
Man, we on here, man. This I'm live for the supporters tonight, man.
Oh, okay.
I want to know why they support Kells, what made them support Kells, and how long they've been supporting his music.
Oh shit. Well, shit, I'm gonna answer that question. Funny. In 1990, R. Kelly was a Chicago home jam. The song was "She's Got That Vibe." Jam it or slam it. Everybody jammed it. I was a fan. I'm like, he cool. But I was really a fan sitting in front of my grandmama's house and Dedicated came on the radio. You know, I'm a fan of the music. I know about the man's spirit. I know a good spirited individual when I see one. Ain't nobody talking about God constantly, on a constant basis, and throwing females under the bus like they said they did. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. I just don't see it. Nothing in this world adds up when it comes to it. You don't just meet a person and they just say, okay, I'm me, and I'm finna drop my drawers and you finna do whatever the hell.
Right.
To multiple women. They talked about hundreds of women.
Right.
They said it was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Right.
And
then they and that's what they did. They gaslighted the public and made it seem like a horror story.
Yeah.
But and then therefore, most of the public that was listening to the news, they didn't even capture the trial. But that was a part of the agenda for them to use the media to perpetuate this.
The media was the trial.
Right.
The trial was a formality, sir.
Right.
Because and to dive even further, you know, we talked about this, we're gonna retouch this. When you get to talking about all the things that happened within the last 10 years to this man, because here we are at 2023. You know, in 2013, he came out with that Black Panties album. To me, that was the industry's way of setting him up. Ain't no way in hell a 45-year-old man should have an album cover with a bunch of females across it. I ain't saying do what you do, but they set that man up. People don't understand that as artists, as writers, as singers, you don't have control over shit. You
right. I mean, and we're going to pause just right there, because you go back to the Gorgeous Dre interview, right? He said he did not even want to do the sexual music. So, but the label, once he signed this contract, he was ordered to do what they wanted him to do.
Because
they wanted to bump and grind. They wanted the honey love, but he wanted to do like humanity music. You know, he wanted to do music on a more gospel inspiration type of music.
And you know what got him caught up? And this is simple, and people don't even think. That advance money.
Yeah. Once he took that money.
Before that man sung a note on and recorded a fucking thing, he had bread in his pocket.
Yeah.
What you think he was doing? Spending that shit.
Yeah. Once he took that money, he was under their control at that point.
If you don't do this, then we gonna null and void your contract. You're gonna owe all that bread back. And we gonna get ours in blood.
Okay. Sheila, let's see what Sheila say. Sheila say, I'm a supporter of R. Kelly from Chi-Town. I support Kells because they railroaded, let's say the channels, and he was railroaded from the start. They wanted to kill his voice, most definitely. Go ahead, Derek.
So, You know, he signed at it. He signed at advance. Man couldn't quantify. You know, dealing with literacy issues, and they got his ass. They got him. So if he got put in a position, and they put him in such a position where he could never lead a label. And at times when he tried to leave, or tried to do something independently, or tried to go against the system, then here you go. Allegation. Allegation.
And that's what it is. I told somebody the other night, I said, man, this shit is all about this machine that they have, and when certain artists don't confine to the industry, then guess what? They look, you are okay, it's just like a kid being defiant. Mm-hmm. All right, you don't want to do this no more? Okay, this is what I got. This is what I'm gonna do to you. You know what I'm saying? This is what we gonna do. Then you don't realize how much power these people have until you go against them.
Boy, you saw what happened. Okay, let's visit a scene. Django Unchained, where the fighter ran away. I can't fight. I ain't got it in me no more. I just ain't got it in me. They took him out. Because at this point, you ain't worth no money to me, dead or alive.
Right. They could let the man live, but they chose not to. Same shit. And it's the biggest conspiracy around the death of Tupac. Him wanting to leave a label. You know, he signed a contract to get out of a situation he was in, fulfill the contract, wanted to leave, and guess what? They say, look, there's all the conspiracy around.
Most record contracts are 3-album deals. Okay? You got to think about it. As soon as Pac touched down, he's smacking with a double album. Boom. Machiavelli was supposed to be his last Death Row joint. I don't know where he was going to go. He might have went to No Limit or some shit like that. You never know. Blue Master P&'ing them up. You never know what the fuck was going on. But the thing about it is that they realize at times, what's up, Prima Donna? Shit. They don't realize that, you know, they in this situation with these people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what Suge Knight was all about. Suge Knight and Barry Hankerson about the same. Only difference is the Suge was a little bit more in the scenes. And you could actually see him. Barry Hankerson been doing all his shit behind the scenes. Barry Hankerson is the one that gave that man that damn advance money and didn't want to let him go. And didn't want to let him sing what the fuck he wanted to sing. That's why he told that man that R&B was fucking dead. Because he felt like he was controlling shit.
I wanted to ask you something, dear, too.
What's up?
And I'm gonna read Jamie shit. Jamie comment. Jamie said, I've been supporting him since the bull crap came out, and I will continue. I've been listening to Chaos for 28 years, and R.Kelly is innocent, and I'm where he's from. I love you, Chaos. Shout out to you, Jamie.
Midwest.
It was the premier here. They skipped what they skipped Kitty was at the event allegedly. Cause Nick been on Kitty ass on here. Nick say, I need more answers and more indirect questions no one has ever asked, like how they went to federal court saying in Florida Kells broke the law, but the head sheriff don't play. He got a whole interview. Yeah, Grady Judge said he said that the family came to them about their daughter being with R. Kelly. He said he couldn't do nothing because the daughter wasn't cooperating. Well, in the state of Florida, the legal age of consent is 18. So if the parents went to the sheriff with a complaint and she was 17, that means the sheriff would have had to do something about it. But the simple fact that why would they need her to cooperate if she was 17? Right. She's still a minor. But the simple fact that they said they needed her to cooperate, that only tells you one thing. This girl had to be grown at the time of this incident. This
is my problem with that whole shit. Let's talk about Valerie Payton, okay? And this note.
Man, hey, but
note.
I want to say nothing.
Hold on, Bob. Let me get with
you. Hey.
Let me get with you on this. If you wrote this note and you sent this shit to Kales, why the fuck you still got the note? Why?
When it came out, Master Splinter said the other night on live that Valerie Payton and the note shit never happened.
Right. How you still got the note? And that's a fact. You know,
And they Skip Kitty was at that event allegedly recruiting women for a threesome. Wow, that's the buffet tour that Nick was talking about. Foxy Chocolate said, loved R.Kelly since 12 played Ben to 4 of his concerts, best live show ever. This whole thing makes me sick. I agree. But this is something I wanted to ask you, Derek. This is something I said the other day. I said R.Kelly has never been the type of person like you. You know, you got the Jermaine Dupri's who went out there and he went out there and found Chris Cross. He went out there and, you know, he signed the Brad. He went out there and found Bow. You know, he signed Bow Wow. He went out there all talent scouting. You got Birdman who went out and got BG, who went out and got Lil Wayne, who went out and got a Juvenile, Manny Fresh, Turk brought these guys together. You got Suge Knight who did the same shit. R. Kelly has never in his career ever went out and sought out talent.
They done push talent in his face.
They always push the talent to him. Artists, record labels has came to him. And then you go to, when you talk about Barry Hankerson asked him would he work with Aaliyah. He didn't go ask Barry Hankerson, I would like to work with your niece. Barry wanted to bring Aaliyah. And that right there, even in that regards, like when you go through that whole storyline, why did Barry, if Barry is the manager, why did he need R. Kelly to come listen to Aaliyah sing to solidify if she had what it took to make it in the industry?
Right.
You gotta make this shit make sense.
Right. Because you gotta think about it. Shit, how the fuck R. Kelly know when he only like an album and a half in?
Right. And that was the shit that now that when I sit back and I think about this shit, is like, I mean, R. Kelly never been that type of, he never promoted that he was looking for artists. He never went out and say he looking for new talent. Everybody who came to him, they had a major label backing them when they came to work with him. They already had a budget to work with. Look, they came to him for songs. They didn't come to him with needing work.
And let's keep it all the way funky, bro. If you really want to think about it, Aaliyah was in the industry for 2 or 3 years longer than R. Kelly was. Before he even hit the industry. She was doing tours with Gladys Knight.
Wow. So why did Barry need R. Kelly to solidify her?
Because of his name. He had created a name for himself. He got hot fast. And take it, and you can say whatever you want to say about Barry. The nigga can spot talent. He know what talent is. He know what it look like. You know what I'm saying? And he know how to take advantage of it. That's how he took advantage of Tank, JoJo, Tony Braxton, and every other damn singer, Timbaland, Missy Magoo, all of them, Aaliyah. He took advantage of them because they just wanted to be artists. So he took advantage of them. And the thing about it is that R. Kelly caught on. How the fuck are you going to be the executive producer on an album and you ain't make one track?
Ain't make one track, ain't touch one key, ain't say take this out, put this in. He ain't did shit, man. R. Kelly was a well-oiled machine when he got to Barry.
Right. He had been out on the streets.
It's the evidence shown in the mind of supporters would never change the mind of supporters. We all in. So you think if he would have had a different legal team, he would be free?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't say that because this was an agenda. This was bound to happen. The prosecutors did everything that they was going to do. Now on he would the process probably still would have to be the way that it is. He would have got found guilty of some shit, come back on the back end, file appeal, come to find out this, that, and the third was lies or they violated him on his constitutional rights, whatever. But I think with the legal team, whatever legal team would have been there, it's still because now we gotta stop looking. We gotta at this point we can stop looking at the legal team aspect and look at the judge's involvement.
Absolutely, bro.
Changing the language. Do you know how critical that was when that judge changed that language from "and" to "or"?
It was everything.
At first, they say we got that's like you having you got 4 tapes. And the judge said you got to find R. Kelly on tape 1 and on tape 2 and on tape 3 and on tape 4. So that means if they find him on tape 1, 2, and 3, but he not on 4, or he not on 1, but he on 2 and 3, they can't find him on all 4 tapes, so they can't charge him.
Right.
But when you say or tape 1 or tape 2 or tape 3 or tape 4, that means he only need to be on one of the tapes.
Right. Right. Absolutely. You know, and like I said, you know, what we have to realize, you know, and I'm gonna just keep it real. We got Prima Donna in there. Prima Donna been saying all this fucking time it's bigger than R. Kelly. You know, you ask yourself, how can a man be charged by him damn self in the most unprecedented way with a racketeering charge? Racketeering influence corrupt organizations. Okay? How can that happen to one man when you're trying to set a precedence to go even fucking further? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to do this shit if you're not going to take it further. Okay?
Yeah.
Martin
they got
Luther King
somebody
said it
else
best.
in mind.
Let me tell you something. Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We can rewind the tape back to 2019 when Michael Avenatti got his goofball ass caught up with Nike. And he sat up there and he opened his mouth and said, just like Donald Trump, just like R. Kelly, 90% of it is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
90% of it is bullshit. Okay? Now you got to think about it. Okay? Where the fuck did R. Kelly get arrested in front of?
The Trump.
Okay? Now, think about this shit. Who else got charged with a RICO recently?
Trump.
Okay. Now you got to think about this shit. R. Kelly is the first man in American history to ever be charged with a RICO by his fucking self. And Donald Trump is the first American president to ever be charged.
This man has 17 co-defendants.
But see, the thing about it is they did the bullshit with the RICO to test the waters.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Fannie Willis out here RICOing motherfuckers for crossing the street wrong.
No lie.
See, the thing about it is, and what people don't understand, you got a lot, and I hate to say this shit, but you got a lot of motherfucking females out here that are Liliths. And if you know who Lilith is, Lilith came before Eve. She got kicked out the Garden of Eden for trying to control that bitch. So you got a lot of women out here that want the top.
And and a lot of them is putting a victimization on R. Kelly as if he did it, and not going to tell. Women, some women, not all, just some, they want to be damsels in distress and victims, but still want to be on top. There's no fucking way you can be a victim and be on top. That ain't never been how shit happened. Either you a victim or you're not. Shakita say
you're not going to use victimization to men is this and men is that. Now the men are the victims. Now a woman can say whatever the fuck, and your job is gone. Your life is over. You're going to jail.
I tell my
for
son, I
murder,
talk
and
to
she's
my
still
sons
alive.
about that shit. I
You
tell my
literally
sons that, man, y'all.
yes, you're literally going to jail for murder if you fucking around and you piss a female off. You piss off bad enough and get it in front of the right court system, they ain't giving a shit about what you talking about. They gonna look at her, she gonna cry a million fucking fake ass crocodile tears, and the jury gonna side with her because people like victims. People ain't
What you
got
think about
courage
what
enough.
Sharkeeta said, Derek? She said, so the Me Too movement over now that Kel's in prison?
It seemed like it.
We ain't heard shit from him.
It seemed like
What's
I ain't
up,
heard of Me
H.I.?
Too shit. Like
What's
I
up,
said,
Lisa?
the agenda was plain and fucking simple. We're gonna see, and they always test they bullshit on niggas. The syphilis experiment tested on niggas. AIDS tested on niggas. Crack tested on niggas. And now they're using the judicial system like they always been to test to see what they can get away with. Because at the end of the day, they're going to use that shit to force their agenda. That's the reason. That's one of the main reasons why they had charged this man with a one-man RICO. They could have easily charged him for what the fuck he was charged with. Charge him for the shit that you say he did. But no, it was a conspiracy. His whole career was a front. You motherfucker, ain't nobody finna work that hard for no ass. I'm not doing it. I would hope nobody on the panel doing it. I'm not finna work that hard for no ass. Go on 52 city tours and shit and creating albums and losing fucking sleep and dealing with dumb motherfuckers every day to go, because I just got to have little girls. People need to wake up and stop trying to be woke. Just wake the fuck up.
Why you ain't see Me Too movement? You ain't see none of these people out here that talk about they advocate for victims. You ain't heard them fight for now one of these women that this man was charged and found guilty of.
Man.
You see, then look at the number of years he was sentenced to.
Look at here. I'm going to tell you like this. I ain't heard from a juror or no judge about none of this shit. And by now, it's been damn near 2 fucking years.
You ain't heard nothing about this at all, though.
I ain't heard shit. Ann Donnelly ain't came out and said shit. A juror ain't said shit. Well, hey, I saw it and it showed the fuck was him and la. You 2 fucking trials? And then the initial indictment that he was charged with Kim Fox bought her stupid scoop ball motherfucking mutt duck ass out and talking about anybody just come forward if you even know the nigga. And everybody came forward. What you think was gonna happen? People want money. People feel like they could get paid. And there's some people out here that love R.Kelly music and dance to it. But I promise you, if the opportunity came for that goofy ass broad to say something and get a couple fucking dollars, she was gonna do it. That's why you had
why haven't
Baltimore
they talked
chicks
about
come
this
out.
shit right here, man?
Shit,
We ain't
sorry,
heard
man.
nothing about that. I'm
you know
asking the question, why we ain't heard nothing about Danny Masterson getting 30 years to life in prison for the rape of 2 women? You ain't heard nothing about it. You ain't seen on CBS. You ain't seen them interviewing these women. You ain't seen these women getting no interviews. I heard
about it when you said something about it.
You ain't seen these women getting no interviews. You ain't seen these women doing no press runs. None of that.
Look, they did all they talking. Look, they did all they talking when they was gaslighting, when they was being led into questioning. Look, you got a couple of different styles of reporting that's going on right now. If you look at the media, okay, look at how they interview, let's say, a female that they like the females that they was interviewing about the R. Kelly shit. They was rubbing these heifers in baby oil. They asked them a question and shit and lead the question and shit. So what happened when y'all went into the bedroom? She ain't even told you shit about a bedroom yet. Okay?
Now, why this right here? Why wasn't this taken into consideration because I see they asking about Bubba. They say someone please tell me why Bubba ain't in prison if what the alleged victim said was true. Did he take the stand? He didn't. So Prima says Bubba did not take the stand and then she say Bubba also wasn't charged despite JP admission. So we go to this shit like here. This is why we have these panels, man. The main reason for having these panels. Because as a judge, when do you step in and ask questions?
Yeah.
You go to this in the transcripts here with JP, and she's asked a little bit above that. They asked her when she came through the gate. She testified that she was stopped by Bubba. They asked her, "Is that correct?" She said, "Yes." What were you doing at his home? She said, "I just ran through the gate. We had no plan." How you in the fucking Olympia Fields with no plan?
Shit. And rolled around the nigga house 30 times.
How you in Olympia Field? You in Olympia Fields with no plan. Then she say, then the question can I guess say, you had no plan? She say no. He said, you live 2 hours away. Am I correct? That's correct. It was Bubba who caught you, right? That's correct. Now you also gave Bubba, he said, now you also gave Bubba some money. Am I correct? She said, yes. How much money did you give Bubba? She said $4,000. Now, as a judge that's listening to this shit, Bubba is an employee for the defendant.
Right.
How do you not question why was a victim who said she was victimized by R. Kelly giving his employee $4,000 from a settlement that she received from R. Kelly?
Hey, bro, look. That number a whole lot, bro. She didn't get that man no $4,000. She might have gave him 40.
But the simple fact that she gave him anything,
yeah,
should have been a red flag from the judge. Hold on now.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, we can't go another fucking further. You
know, we can't go no further without this understanding. How you giving R. Kelly's employee money from a settlement that you won from him? Then you go on to say you wanted to give him the money back as well.
And you know what? Money back that the nigga didn't even need back.
Man, he didn't need the money back. He probably didn't even know he had. Man, he probably didn't even know he
got sued.
Yeah, exactly. He probably didn't even know he had got sued by Jerron DePace. Didn't even know who she was, probably. So Ricky say, so these
Jackson
people
was
try
going
to
the
make
same
us
shit.
believe.
Oh, go ahead.
Rick Ward say these people try to make us believe that he became a huge star only to turn into what they allegedly trying to call him. Make it make sense. That's what I call retardation at its highest. Right, the man and a person with a sexual appetite, you just don't become that way when you become rich or you become a celebrity. You've been that way. You know, you have a track record of doing this shit.
You know what? If you want to make me believe this, you would have had when you did Surviving R. Kelly, okay, and you paraded these motherfuckers out. Oh yeah, absolutely. She sued the shit out of him. Gladys
Knight sued him and Shake. What's the son name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jomo.
Yeah, Jomo ass. But let me tell you something about that, man. It's just, you know, for me, I'm looking at this shit for what it is. It's like like Blessed say, you can't. Like they say, you can't say that this man spent 30 years of his life working. Work. And all he was trying to do was fuck with little young motherfuckers and all that shit. The females came with the territory. One of the main things that I was saying when I went to my very first R. Kelly concert, man, I know all the fucking females finna be out. And they was out. They was outside. So you can't sit up here and tell me the females wasn't coming to him, that nothing was coming to him easy. He didn't have to convince nobody to do shit or take anything from anybody. That's the first thing that motherfuckers need to make clear. Because you're not finna sit up here just like Lena and Weber motherfucker said, and he said the fucking truth. They wanted to be with that man regardless. At least he picked up on that shit. But that's a man. You know what I'm saying? But
they think this man gonna fucking go through all the shit he went through from 2002 to 2008. Like you say, man, I would have to be a damn fool to put myself back in this situation again.
And you're not telling me like when Surviving R. Kelly came on, you didn't go back and say, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? When he was 19, he allegedly molested this girl. Or when he was in his teenage years, because that's when it starts. If somebody is molesting you and nobody's telling you that it's not okay because you're not telling anyone, then what's going to happen is you're going to think that it's okay. And by the time your ass turns 16 and 17, you're going to probably be messing around with your 10-year-old cousin. That's happened in black families because nobody was able to check it because wasn't nobody saying nothing, or if they did say something, people acted like it was all right because they still had that person over the house type shit. So you're not telling me that all through his 20s, when he was out there on the highway, you know what I'm saying, well, it'd have been easy, you know what I'm saying, when he was traveling to California and being somewhere that he didn't nobody know his ass, to be molesting every damn thing that moved. And you can't even tell that story. You can't tell that story. You can't even tell me what happened between 2009 or 2008, whenever the trial ended, up until 2015.
But you see,
you can't tell me shit.
You know, because he had that lawyer on standby, the one lawyer who passed away from the cancer, right? And that lawyer had told him, if you want to keep yourself out of harm's way, don't work with nobody under the age of 18 no more.
Now, you want to talk about a pattern of behavior. And they kept on saying this pattern of behavior bullshit. And you look around, where's the pattern if he taking breaks and he never started, you know, in his early years where you can't tell nobody. You can't even tell nobody. You can't even tell that story because that story does not exist. That story's not there. Because if you're a molester, you've been a molester. You didn't just get some money. Right. You didn't just get some money and it drove you crazy. And you're like, oh, well, shit, I can fuck anything I want, so might as well go get a kid. Let me go back up to the high school, see what I can make pop off.
Lady Earth said we also need to keep in mind that everything that was said at the trial was the accuser word. Kells never said he done any of those things. So we can't speak of this stuff as a matter of fact. Right. And that's why that's why we support, because we don't take what these accusers said as face value. You know, we're not that naive to not look at this shit. Hold on, man. This shit, you know, this shit, if this was this man's behavior, it wouldn't have took to no fucking 2019 for him to be charged for this.
He'd have been in jail in the 90s.
He would have been locked up a long time ago. Because the more richer you get, and you gonna fuck up in the beginning of your wealth.
Not to mention, he was in a climate then. He was in a climate where Michael Jackson was getting told out the frame.
Mm-hmm. And Mike say he told Kells, be careful, man. Just like Tupac told him, be careful. Because these people gonna come after you because they don't like what you're doing, man.
So look at here. and I hate to make this crazy prediction, but it is what it is. I feel like
Taylor been following Kel since 2005. That's what's up, man.
I feel like that if we don't get this shit right soon, you see the hate. What this is hate of people that can be unapologetically them, and people love them anyway. That's what hate comes from. Because the thing about it is that people know that R. Kelly got his money just by doing him. He didn't have to do nobody else. He didn't have to pretend to really be nobody else. They had him doing that bullshit in the beginning, but once he broke out and became himself.
Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Hey, fam.
What's going on, Lex?
Hey, I want to add. I'm going to add a comment right quick before I jump back on mute, man. I wanted to say this. What's going on, Mr. D?
What's going on, man?
Man, check this out, man. I know both of y'all hard working men. Now,
yes,
can y'all just walk with me? Just walk with me. Think back to when you was probably around between 18 and just say maybe 25 or whatnot. Can you remember how when you got your job, probably maybe your first car, whatever? Now check this out. Wasn't it easy to get a woman without having to floss and do all that stuff? When they coming to you most of the time, they see what you got. If you as a quiet person, they will come up.
No, you got on a work uniform, man. A work
right.
Yes, sir.
A work vest and steel toe.
Right. So reason why I asked that question because it seemed like to me the people who talking about these accusers, they never seen nothing like to see a woman walk up to you and you mind your own business. You not no singer, you not no well-known artist or nothing like that. You don't have all the money, but you have a job, so they gotta use we use common sense, but the other people don't. If you follow history, if you have a job, if you got something going for yourself, most times, 9 times out of 10, you ain't got to approach no woman. They gonna approach you because you got something good going for yourself. So a lot of people need to use logic and not use that old dumb shit that everybody using, but trying to follow behind the media. Oh yeah, he did that because he wanted to go chase out the women. No, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do none of that shit. But yeah, that's what I wanted to bring out, man. So people on chat, just think about that. When you came up, all the men, when you came up, did you have any problem trying to catch a woman? Oh, did they come behind you? And I'm going to jump back on mute, man.
Uncle Muse, what's up?
Good evening, good everybody. Blessings to everybody in the chat. Blessings to your nephew, Lex. What up, Prophet?
What's going on, man?
Thursday back to work, man. So I'm just laying back listening.
Okay, he said he in the cut. He listening. He gonna chime in when he chime in.
Yeah, man. So this is the thing. And I feel like anybody who take a rumor about you and you take that rumor to build up some type of animosity towards you, they have always had that in their heart to feel that way. They have always felt that way. You don't know why they feel that way. Maybe one day you was walking past, they spoke, you didn't hear them, you kept walking. Maybe they tried to shake your hand, you didn't see them, you kept walking. Whatever it may be, maybe you chose to go, maybe you chose their friend and not them, so they got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they was the tag along when you and your homie was coming, but your homie didn't want to take one for the team, so she mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of this shit happens. And when we talk about, in this R. Kelly case, man, we talk about everything that this brother have endured. People get mad because we, as logical thinking people, which I think everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel are logical thinking people, we sit here and ask ourselves, with everything that this brother has been through, from losing his childhood girlfriend in a tragic situation, the way that he did, growing up in the environment that he grew up in, like, at any point, do people ever have these people that dislike this brother ever considered that, you know what, man, the shit that this man went through, man, I just don't see, you know, and they got a saying, hurt people, but I think that's bullshit, bro. Because all people don't turn out that way.
Nah, you know what? Let's keep it all the way a beam, man. Look, they, and when I say they, we're going to keep it all the way 100. We're going to talk about the far left. They don't want for healing. They want for you to hold on. They want you to hold on to everything that's done ever happened to you. They want you to hold on to every bad thing and not forgive and not forget. And that's one of the main things that's not of God, man, because we got to forgive people for the things that we think that we done. We got to forgive ourselves for the shit that we done did. You know, you got a whole lot of people that's sitting up here throwing rocks. And they got bullshit. A lot of these people that be on these chats on the old cold side, or you know, or they throwing rocks because they got shit. I mean, you can literally see that type of shit with a Larry McGee. He was throwing rocks because he had some shit, and he tried to say he was saving his own ass. Mm-hmm. You know, this is the nature of the motherfuckers that we dealing with, bro. You know. And that's the nature of everybody that man dealt with, from the Landfair on down to Barry Hankerson, even the Harton family that won't speak up for shit, say a motherfucking thing.
What's up, Kicking Wisdom and Knowledge?
You know, good or bad, won't say shit. Your daughter name out here in Scandalon, and you ain't saying shit.
Blessings to you, Darlene. Blessings to you, my queen.
Then it's so funny. I'm gonna tell you how messed up the world has become. You got a pastor and the first lady of a church out here chasing a celebrity.
Bag.
You talking about?
I bet you they ain't got 15 members. That's why.
A pastor of a church out here on Lifetime. While you doing an interview, you saying R.Kelly did something to your daughter, but you sitting here doing an interview with a man by the name of Tim Savage who called your daughter all type of bitches and hoes.
Mm-hmm. So, and I'm just bouncing all over the place. But you want to know when I realized that Angelo was shit and he was behind the whole setup? When Gayle King asked him in the very beginning about Valerie Payton, and she was like, "Who is Valerie Payton?" And the motherfucker's answer was, "It ain't R. Kelly." You got to pick up on the full of shit moves, you know. And then come to find out, all of the stuff that we know that's leading up to the Larry and Tasha K's and the BOP officers and all of this stuff that's all connected. Keep it real.
Yeah.
Along up and through there with Mr. Michael Avenatti as well. Because that man been involved in it. He said we've been investigating for a long time. So I'm thinking that he came around about in 2015, 2016 or whatever on some fuck shit with Angelo. You know I'm getting in my profit bag, right?
Go ahead now.
You know I'm getting in my bag.
Yeah.
Well, so some of these people been friends. Some of these people knew each other way before this.
So let's keep it all the way 100. We got Daryl Johnson that came from Gayle King.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Avenatti used to stay on CBS and they were singing this motherfucker's praise. Like he's going to be the next president and all this shit. He was literally running for political office.
Right.
He was literally about to announce his presidency, candidacy and shit. And that's one of the main reasons why he was going after Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is right. They tried to prosecute their biggest competition.
Yeah.
Let's keep it all the way at Bain. Now, you keep it with the Michael Avenatti and all of them. You've seen them in pictures together. You've seen it in pictures. You got Michael Avenatti doing fake-ass press conferences. You got this country bumpkin over here, Daryl Johnson, that you can clearly see playing both sides.
Hey, don't say country bunking because you know that's my new Facebook, not YouTube.
Oh, I'm
name.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Big country.
My bad, fam.
Big country, right?
Big country. Well, this goof ass nigga with this chin piece on.
Right. Master Splinter for real.
You know, so you got all of these components playing at one time, and people don't realize Michael Avenatti fucked around and went to jail on extortion. Extortion. Think about that. Extortion. And now you got the clarity.
You got to throw Miss there go the lawsuit. You got to throw her butt in there too.
Who?
You know, Miss Old Woman that needs to go somewhere and sit down.
Yeah. But we talking about a whole nother. This is some serious shit because I done looked at this and broke this shit down in my head a long time ago. When I heard on a recording, 90% of it is bullshit. I'm like, oh shit, they going after both of these motherfuckers at the same time. They was literally going after R.Kelly and Donald Trump at the same fucking time. And people didn't even pay attention to that shit.
Yeah, because that's who Michael Avenatti is going to be running up against.
They was literally going after these two people at the same fucking time.
He sat there, robbed Stormy Daniels. He robbed the paraplegic. This nigga robbed the dead person.
Right. Okay. So let's keep this shit moving. Because this is where we get into all this extra shit. And, you know, like I said, that the government been involved. Because if Michael Avenatti was trying to run, he had government friends, strings to pull. That's why he could go in a motherfucking in an airport and pass TSA and hand over some fucking bullshit tapes to a district attorney.
And hold it right there, cause I got some. We're gonna expose that shit. We're gonna expose that too. And Lola Thomas say, "Hi, Big Vi in chat. I'm 63 years old, 63-year-old woman. I've been listening to R.Kelly since 1996 when Slow Jam came out. Those women lied on him. There was no proof when he did anything wrong. I mean, nothing. They couldn't prove it, but that's their lie. We gonna get to the hotel. Let's go to the hotel. And you said he gave the tape, right? He gave the prosecutor the tape, right? And then boom, this come out in the government. What they come out and admit this before anybody could find it. They came out and admitted that
because they couldn't even show them.
None was authentic. They telling you the tapes that Michael Avenatti and Jim DeRogatis gave them. It is the government's understanding that none of the videos that State's Attorney's Office received from the journalist or the attorney, the journalist being Jim DeRogatis, the attorney being Michael Avenatti, that's video 1, 2, and 3 were original. But they took these same tapes and let a Homeland Security agent splice and dice them and take still images from it to present to the jury.
Right. So, and the tapes never rolled.
They never played the tapes. They took the feds, altered and manipulated those tapes. It say the government even admits that they received multiple versions of video 1 and that some of them are altered and manipulated. Then it say the Homeland Security agent made digitized versions. So that right there is tampering with evidence. Because if it came in a tape form, how do you make a digitized copy?
Listen, let me tell you something. Everybody in the government ain't shit. Okay? Angel Cruz, motherfucking goofball ass, started a relationship with that girl.
Oh, Boss Baby.
Let's keep it all the way.
And she played it like she was R.Kelly. You can't make this shit make sense.
She literally was sending that woman. She was literally sending this woman emails pretending to be R.Kelly. And she got her.
The Homeland Security told you to make a burner email account But on the burner email account that you make, you name it the Pied Piper 312. Who call themselves the Pied Piper?
Right. Right. And you know what? Yeah, and you know what? It might have just they dummy the email because they can find out what type of email addresses people have had in their past, and then they can study how you talk.
Now you say that you was advised by Homeland Security to make a burner email account to communicate with the star witness in your Chicago trial. But the only name you could come up with or think about when you created this email account was the Pied Piper 312. Right. Then prove this right here, lead prosecutor Homeland Security agent with Roshana Landfell, illegal, without authority to coerce her testifying against R.Kelly. This is the shit she did.
I feel you.
Prove minor one texts are notable and troubling for multiple reasons. The message, the meeting, she was having private meetings with this girl. Boss Baby sending her pictures of her stomach, of her baby bump, all type of shit. This is a prosecutor. Then you leave the prosecutor office when the shit got exposed.
Just like they let that BOP officer retire. You know, it's so many moving parts. But we gonna stop the movement right now. We gonna stop the moving parts.
Then it say Angel Cruz make reference to needing to contact minor one outside of work hours. This is the bullshit that went on. Instead of using the name minor one in her contact list in her phone, Cruz has, without explanation, chosen to identify the most critical witness in the case as Boss Baby.
Right. Like I said, the filth. That's 90% of it is bullshit. I'm telling you, all the while, all of this shit's going on. And you mean to tell me they literally for the past 7 years has been after the former president of the United States and R&B singer. The shit crazy. And it all happened at the same time. They was using R. Kelly as a distraction to the fact that they were screwing around with elections and shit. You know, screwing around with all type of stuff. You know, hating on somebody because they ain't somebody. So when you get to talking about the Michael Avenattis of the world and the fact that Angelo, and that was their attorney, man. That was their attorney at the very beginning, and people don't need to miss that. People don't even need to miss that. And then you look around. I mean, he's been around. They didn't just come across no Michael Avenatti, man. The man is in jail for extortion at the highest degree.
A former girlfriend. But this right here, I don't lie though. With this a little shit, this is by far the funniest shit that I had.
That's stupid than a motherfucker. That's dumb as hell. If you gonna get an abortion, you go get an abortion.
Yeah, you gonna commit. Hey, look, I always say, how can you gonna commit a crime to cover up a crime? You gotta make that make sense.
Okay, let's talk about that era. I'm gonna go back to that era. I know people that went to Michigan, like Niles, Michigan, because it was an abortion clinic up there. And they get an abortion, that's like 4 hours away. Where I live from? Detroit. Where's that at? Michigan. So if I knew teenagers at the time,
what's up, Ann?
that went to Michigan to get an abortion, but you mean to tell me that a person that's from Michigan think that she got to get married to get an abortion? Nah.
But then you gotta look at the fact that this though. Didn't Demetrius say he went and got the fake ID to show that she was 18?
Right. Now it's a goofball ass rumor that be floating around that Aaliyah got some baby running around this motherfucker, and then people saying it, and I'm like, and I had to show the picture of the person who said it. I'm like, this is the chick y'all talking about.
But I'm glad you said that, bro. That's just how fucked up the world is, man. As and I'm not saying the world, because I didn't see this girl on any white talk shows.
Right.
But look at how all these black blog talk shows picked that shit up and had this girl coming on there doing interviews talking about Aaliyah made the song 1 in a million for her because she have a 1 in a million eye condition, and motherfucking Timberland wrote 1 in a million for Aaliyah. Make that shit make sense.
And then they trying to look for clues in her shit.
What's up, Angela? Now, Timberland wrote the song 1 in a million for Aaliyah, but this girl said Aaliyah is her mama because she wrote the song 1 in a million because she have a 1 in a million eye condition. Now, here you go, her and Jaguar Wright beefing on the internet now. Now, that's just the R.Kelly effect.
A 1 in a million
anybody
eye
can come
condition.
out and make anybody come out and make an allegation involving R.Kelly, they automatically can go do an interview. Big Country Kane, yeah, that's me. Big Vi, aka Big Country. Oh yeah, I got them Big Country t-shirts coming out soon. I got my boots on, my straw cap. Got me a sugar cane stick in my mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that publicity.
Nigga say he holding.
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't.
Got me a belt buckle and everything.
But I'm telling you, man, this Avenatti shit, man, been bugging me just like Angelo been bugging me the whole motherfucking time. Because I'm like, how is it that you was quiet as shit, and then when the man get locked up, that's when you your most vocal, you talking your most shit. At least I can say about Tim goofball ass, he was saying the shit while the motherfucker was free. Damn. But your ass was vague and shit, and then you want to start attacking motherfuckers.
Look what Rick Ward said there.
What?
And that's another good point right there. What Rick Ward just said.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And people need to pay attention to which side of this spectrum politically is pushing this agenda. That your kid can go to school and then come home and say, my teacher said that I'm not in the right body. And you go to the school and they look at you like, Angel, well, do something about it. But we become so accepting because, people have been, closeted freaks for years. And now they can just fall out the closet with all this bullshit that don't nobody really want to fucking see.
It's just sad.
And people have to understand that we accepting bullshit.
Uncle Levi,
what's going on?
And we don't, and that's the problem, like because we are people who have the decency to want to hear the complete story. We got to get attacked because we're not out here empathizing with people who say they were victims. Well, you can't say that you were a victim and you were locked inside of a car where you opened the doors of the car from the inside.
All the locks.
You can't tell me you were locked inside of a room when you only locked the door from the inside of the room. You can't tell me somebody starved you and you're a grown-ass woman, 30-something years old, and had the sense to your husband, your kids, but you ain't got the sense to go get something to eat and let a motherfucker starve you?
Because in some people's minds, R. Kelly should have did everything for him. But the thing about it is that if you was with him, the motherfucker was doing everything for you. If you sitting up here, okay, and you grown, because let's just be real. Let's just talk about his fiance, Jocelyn Savage, please. The young lady, just like everybody else, was getting $5,000 a month to be there. Getting 75 racks on your birthday. Well, 10,000 on your birthday, 75 for Christmas. Motherfucker got to work hard as hell to get that type of dust. No, you got
just at $5,000 a month. At $5,000 a month, that's $60,000 a year.
All I ask, and this is for the grown women. This ain't got nothing to do with a kid, but for grown women, all I'm asking is you keep that motherfucking pussy hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza, and you get 5 racks a month, $10,000 on your B-day, and $75,000 for Christmas. What you gonna do? You ain't gotta work. All you gotta do is do what people like to do. Fuck. People like to do that.
I mean, not even taking for granted. The man, you know, he at home, he in the studio, but he traveling as well. He being a family man as well. So the man time is kind of divided up between.
Let me tell you something. It's females out here in this world that'll take that motherfucking option just to come over a motherfucking house on the weekend for $200-$300. And you want to talk about $5,000 a damn month? Come on, man.
I'm trying to tell you. But the shit, it's that type of shit, just like, and I'm not gonna say, I'm just not just gonna make it a woman thing, because you had the same thing with these niggas. You can have a group of dudes, and y'all can be getting money together, man. And he can be fucking off his money, and you saving your money. Then y'all get, hey man, come on, let's go. We finna go on a trip to Vegas. All of a sudden, everybody can go, and then he's sitting here looking like, damn, man, you done fucked off your money, but you expected me to carry you, and I'm not finna carry you because you had the same opportunity to save your money, put your money up, do good, do right by your money, invest your money, whatever. But now all of a sudden, since we gonna go to Vegas and leave him, all of a sudden now he want to go spread rumors on us, want to get us set up. You know what I'm saying? All type. Now you can't trust this motherfucker no more because of he's jealous now. He's envious of us now because guess what? He can't live that lifestyle no more. Now you got these women who was enjoying the lifestyle to the fullest. And when the lifestyle started they counted this brother out. They didn't believe. And that's another thing I do want to say. That's the biggest problem I feel why they don't want Darren McDavid talking to R.Kelly. Because the government that came to Darren McDavid and told Darren McDavid all this shit they was trying to do. And Darren McDavid decided to help R.Kelly because if he was to go against R.Kelly, he was going to be going against himself. So he wasn't no damn fool. So he decided to help R.Kelly. And now the government see this shit. This man got found not guilty on this obstruction shit. We can't allow him to go have a conversation with R.Kelly because we made him some offers. I'm telling y'all, I watched this shit on Vlad TV when the guy, Ronnie Newton, came on there. Ron Newton from the Neutron. He did an interview on Vlad talking about the government to him about pictures of his kids that he took of them at Michael Jackson's home. He said the government offered him $250,000 for a picture of his son in Michael Jackson's bed, and all he had to do was say that Michael Jackson touched his son. The man say he took the information and went back and gave it to Johnny Cochran and Joe Jackson. So now you see the type of games the government plays. So now the government have played these games with Darren McDavid, and now they got found not guilty on them obstruction charges. The government don't want Darren McDavid telling what the fucking play was.
Nope. I mean, because the play was silly, man. You know, they figured out they figured out a way to circumvent and get themselves. They was giving out stimulus packages before it was even the stimulus package. You know, and pretty much the deal is this. You go down here to Susan Loggins, file this suit, give us the paperwork, and we'll give you some money. It'll never have to see the court. Ain't nobody never got to know nothing and be none of fucking wiser. And then you take this confidentiality agreement, and that's the only way that they could prove anything. To be honest with you, was those NDAs. Did they even have? They
see a lot of shit. Though. That's not. But
the problem I have with the NDA situation is this: everybody that walked into that man's house had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. It didn't matter whether he was a man, a female, a plumber, the cable guy. I don't give a shit.
That's just the law. That's just the
law.
And you couldn't roll.
So
you couldn't roam around his house.
On people's ignorance. But anytime you walk into anybody's multi-million-dollar home and they are a superstar or a budding superstar, a football player, or whatever the fuck it is, if that motherfucker ain't making you sign a non-disclosure agreement not to discuss shit that you've seen in my house, I don't know what they're doing.
They do it all the time at the parties and everything that go on with these celebrities. You have to sign these NDAs. Some guys got it to where you can't even have phones in the studio. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want you having cell phones in the studios. I mean, this shit is not normal practice, but they make it seem like R.Kelly is so different than anybody else. These women come out where he had doors locked, so I'm assuming that girls was in those rooms where the door was locked. No, he had the doors locked because he didn't want you motherfuckers roaming through his house.
Point blank, period. And I agree with that also, Darlene, with that. I think it did get to the point where you got certain ones with becking from position number one. I said
absolutely. You saw it in the very end with Azriel. Easy to see.
Man,
it was right there at the very end.
Did you see the video I played the other day with them talking about the bump and grind song?
Oh, about the fact that was supposed to be on Menace to Society.
Right. So now you got these people on the other side who claiming R.Kelly. You know, you heard they have made bump and grind. They have related bump and grind to Aaliyah so much. Why are these people at now? When now they understand that bump and grind wasn't about Aaliyah, bump and grind was clearly about a fucking movie, a scene in a movie, and it goes to show the genius in this man's artistry, to where he could be able to look at that movie, and I didn't even know until the dude explained it. I had to think back to the scene. You know, because I done watched Menace to Society several times, but I never picked up on the simple fact that, you know, old girl was going with Pernell and Kane was the son, you know, but she started liking Kane, you know, then the shit just like that. You put Kane in a tough position because he liking her too.
You know, hey, his man told him no. Yeah.
But now they say, oh, he couldn't help himself around Aaliyah. That's why he made that song Bump and Grind. Now, what is they saying now? But my thing is, people that know this stuff, and I'm not saying that guy that did that interview is so far removed that he may not have ever heard that allegation.
And see, and I can see that. I can see that being how R. Kelly and Tupac met, because you got to think about it. Menace to Society was supposed to be Tupac playing Old Dog. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Right. But he got into a fight with the Hughes brothers.
Right. Yeah. And that's correct.
Right. So
wow.
You got to think about it. The only song that, you know what, and you got to think about it. R. Kelly was definitely supposed to have a song on that album, because Menace to Society came out on Jive Records.
Yeah, he put out, they used Honey Love instead of Bump and Grind.
But they never put Honey Love on the Menace to Society album. There's no R. Kelly song on there.
They put it in the scene in the movie, but I guess they didn't put it on the soundtrack. But this is in the movie.
No, they didn't put that, because
it's in the movie.
Know why?
Yeah, because it's in the movie.
Why. I don't even know why. It's weird to me. That's always been weird, because he was literally on Jive Records. Menace to Society soundtrack came out on Jive Records, and he didn't have a song on it. That's weird. Wow.
That's crazy.
And that's the catch.
Because they put that, the little sex scene on there. They playing Honey Love on the scene with Kane and Running.
But see, I'm gonna tell you why they didn't do that shit. Barry Hankerson didn't want that to happen. And you know why? Because not only was R. Kelly gonna fuck around and get money from Jive, which of course Barry Hankerson can put his hand in that, but he was also finna get money from the motherfucking movie company. And he was gonna get hella fire royalties every time a fucking song played.
Yeah, Barry was something serious, bro.
Barry will hold you down before he let you get some fucking money. Barry will kill your ass before he let you get some more motherfucking money.
Barry was really Big Red off 5 Heartbeats, bro.
Fact.
My office hours are from
9 to 5.
That bastard didn't get none of that Romeo Must Die money. He ain't getting none of that shit. You think he got some of that bread?
Yeah, so they had 2 songs in the movie, but didn't have them on the soundtrack. That's crazy.
Oh, you just looked that shit up?
Nah, no, Jay, because I know they played Honey Love on the scene with Kane and Ronnie. Then J-Rock say they were playing Slow Dance when they was at the domino table at Jada house.
Yeah, when he was like, you strapped, you know it. He pistol whipped shit out of him. Yeah, that was Slow Dance.
Man, I'm gonna get it. And what up, boy say? I'm gonna get that motherfucker Kane.
He said, man, he was like, yeah, this woman whooping his ass. They look like Kane whooping your ass last night. Man, motherfucker Kane. Oh, man. That nigga was mad as hell. My motherfucker Kane. Nigga that hate. Shit. I'm like, Pinky mad the motherfucker.
I got some for that motherfucker.
Like, Pinky pissed. Shit. I'm like, Pinky out here finna snitch. Nah, type shit.
What up, Dana?
Motherfucking videotape. Nah, but I'm be honest with you, man. But then R. Kelly started smacking soundtracks like a crazy person.
Yeah, but I think now I like with that, with understanding that now, I'm starting to question more of his music now. Was more of his music made for soundtracks for different, the inspiration behind certain songs. So, now I'm starting to think it's inspiration behind all of this shit, man.
Do you remember what song was playing on Thin Line Between Love and Hate when he was when he was with old girl Crazy Chick and they was getting in for the first time?
What up, Miss Angie? What up, Jane?
You know, that was an R.Kelly joint playing. That was an R.Kelly joint.
Damn.
Freak Tonight. Yeah, it was exclusively for. That was a good ass soundtrack. Thin Line was crazy.
I was young though. I wasn't really watching though. I just remember the clothes burning, the burning scene. Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
I think was that on Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
Yep. Well, no. That's Wait to Exhale.
Oh yeah, let's see. I can't remember Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Thin Line was Martin. That was Martin, Bobby Brown, and
it was Martin and Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Martin and Bobby Brown was running the club.
That was the New Jack Swing era one.
No.
Yeah.
No. You know, New Jack Swing was dead.
That was New Jack Swing era.
No, New Jack Swing was dead. R.Kelly had murdered that.
Because Bobby was hot during that time.
No. Bobby was really cooling down.
Okay.
That was probably the last thing he was in before he turned into this dude that we looking at now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Hey,
So basically, you know, he had that soundtrack. Then Space Jam came, and you know what happened after that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was the only artist I know that was hitting soundtracks like that and coming out with hit albums, because in the midst of all that, you had 12 play drop in between the Menace to Society situation. You had the R.Kelly album.
I believe everybody was going to this dude for music for their soundtrack. I wouldn't be surprised if all of this music.
The nigga was getting money.
I wouldn't be surprised if all of this music was a part of some type of soundtrack, or you know, he wrote the songs for people, or you know, the dude just worked with.
He said in interviews that he listened to people talk, like people be around him in the studio having conversations about their love life, sex life, all type of shit. And he'd take the shit. That could cause some hate, because niggas be thinking you took songs from them and shit out there, you know, but that's what artists do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's crazy, but you got, like I said, the man got haters everywhere.
The April vote, yeah. But what you said, piggyback off what you just said, Pac talked about that a lot. You know, Pac kept a rhyme book with him, so that if you brought like a beat to him or something, Pac would have his lyrics down, but your beat had to be the backdrop of what he already wrote, and it had to amplify, you know what I mean, what he wrote. So anything that he witnessed, anything when he read the newspaper, he'd go in the studio. Like, you know, like when the little girl got hurt with the mauled by the dogs and different things, you know, he was right. So I guess people thought Pac owed him too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's just foolish. It's just foolish, man. You know.
You know, like I said, you know, like I said, what it boils down to is, like I was saying before, it's a setup, man. And
he had two songs on there for Life. He wrote the song Life, and he wrote Fortunate.
Yeah.
And the Fortunate was on Life too.
People don't even realize that he wrote 808 for Black back in the day. He was writing songs that people didn't even realize he was writing. He was writing for Changing Faces.
He wrote the song Best Holiday album.
Huh?
The Best Holiday movie. He did some
he
movies.
had a song on there. He had a song on Daddy's Little Girl. Man, everywhere, bro.
Dude just he was the biggest in demand, man. He was the biggest thing in music, bro.
But and you think
that's why they hurting now. Good
man,
point.
the music industry is shot, man. Come on.
I'm saying good point. Hey, let's check this out. I like this right here. I like this little scene right here. Hopefully they don't get me, man. I'm gonna just play a little bit of it. But you just said how he be in the studio, how he make his music in the studio, and this kind of like what like go with that. You see the people, the homies behind him, they arguing, going back and forth on the phone or whatever.
just how real shit gets when you arguing with your girl and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I did it on YouTube, but I'm gonna do this shit for y'all on YouTube. But hold on, I gotta get me a drink. I'm gonna take me a shot. Of course, we got the Stogies jumping out.
I swear to God.
Hey, nephew. Hey, nephew, he said, what the other guy said? I
Well,
said,
that fool was like, you called my mama house.
I don't know why you listen to
Then watch your mouth, fuck me, fuck you. I ain't got to deal with none of this bullshit. I'm getting my shit, getting fucked up outside. You ain't got to worry about me no more.
Right, you getting out of job.
Get horny, go over there and fuck one of your little fuck ass friends. You probably already doing that shit anyway. You gonna burn with me?
You burned my motherfucking clothes.
Milton, shit.
Milton them in the corner fighting like a motherfucker, man.
Right.
I swear to God. My God. That shit. I done had that argument.
Right.
My mama phone.
Right. Right.
Shit.
What'd you say, Papa?
Shit. My mom ain't looking out for you, nigga. Shit, fuck you, man. And it make you wonder, like, but every dude on this panel that had that argument.
Man.
Nigga, I done had that argument about talking to motherfuckers at my job. Nigga, like, motherfucker watch Baby Boy and trip. Nigga, like, yeah, you probably fucking with them bitches up in the damn call center. Right. I probably am. Shit, how about it? A bunch of bad bitches at the call center. Shit, what you mean?
What's up? I got one better than that. I go to the little job, the little function, man. And the HR manager, she greeting everybody at the door. The HR man said, "Oh, I remember you. You came last time, didn't you?" I told my Alexa to say, "Don't say nothing. I just met you, so you got to just go ahead and go with the flow, or we can go ahead and leave. I don't need no argument right now, cause this is a job function. And hey, we're gonna be here for 2 hours. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go home. But if you want to leave right now, cause you mad, then we can go ahead and we can leave. Cause I didn't bring you last time. I just met you, so hey, it is what it is."
Mm-hmm. Where the bitch at? Oh no, nigga, look, check this shit out.
You already, hey, you know how it go.
Hey, bro, a couple weeks ago, we're gonna bring it forward. A couple weeks ago, man, my lady friend, man, I'm trying to figure out whether I want to fuck with her or not. You know, we in that space. You know, she fucks around and comes over. We go out to karaoke on the Thursday night to one of the spots I fuck with. Now, for some goofy ass reason, she got mesmerized by. It's a train that go across the tracks, and it's above ground. But she got mesmerized by this shit. We outside, and she talking about getting the kiss out in public on some PDA shit. Now we ain't together, so I'm looking at her like, why all of a sudden is this shit happening out here? That ain't how that shit's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So she gets pissed. Said, you know how females say they little shit, throw they little grenade in the air and walk the fuck off, and it explode in your face. You be like, wait a minute, bitch, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Bring your ass here. And so it escalated from there. So she's sitting up here tripping, playing the hell out of crazy, while I'm like, man, I'm trying to talk to you. Come over here. Why is you yelling from over there and everybody looking at you and looking at me? Get over here. So she took that. She almost got me kicked out my spot. Everything, bro. And then she drunk, get to asking other motherfuckers for a ride home. Goofball shit.
Damn.
Goofball shit. All because she said she wanted a kiss and I rejected her. and it had to be because of some female that was up in that motherfucker. Had to be. Nah, man. I like them jealous ways. And that's what Kel's been dealing with, them jealous ways, man. These females be coming all type of sideways saying shit that don't make no sense.
Well, we can all say we've been victimized in that same category. I mean,
bro,
hey,
where my interview with Gail King at?
Shit. You ain't lying. I got some stories from back in the day, boy.
You got females out here, man, that'll play like they in love with you and tell you they love you. Nigga, that shit, look, respect me. You ain't got to love me. Don't disrespect me. Period. And it's a lot of, people got to stop being so disrespectful. These women thought that they could go over to a man's house and just walk all through that motherfucker like it's some type of museum and shit, picking up shit, dropping shit, stealing shit.
Checking your mail.
Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Then
checking your mail.
When you got caught stealing, became a victim. You know what I'm saying? You got caught stealing, then you become a victim. But
imagine that.
That shit crazy, man. We got about 10 minutes. I got about 10 more minutes left on here, man. But I'm gonna say this before we keep talking. Shout out to all of the people who came through. You know, I was trying to keep up with the chat with everybody who was putting in, you know, how long they've been supporting Chaos, you know, why they support R.Kelly and why they're going to continue to support R.Kelly. Look, man, on behalf of Big Vibe, a.k.a. Big Country, man, look, man, I appreciate all of y'all for staying true to this fight, continuing to support our brother Chaos in the injustice. And guess what? I'm quite sure y'all will be the same people standing up for anybody else that come into a situation like this, because it's not something that y'all are doing because it's R. Kelly, because y'all see an injustice being done to someone who could be your brother or your husband, your nephew, your son, you know, your uncle, anybody, you know. So it means a lot, man, that a lot of you people that came over today that's watching, that's in this live, that support R. Kelly, y'all are in it because y'all see the injustice that's going on, man. And on behalf of Big Vibe, a.k.a. Big Country, I appreciate you all, man. And it's a lot of, I see somebody came in and say she was 63. Some people in their 50s, man. Some people in their 20s, 30s. R. Kelly has a big variety of fans and supporters, you know, from all ages. So I just want to say I appreciate you all for coming over, and we're going to continue to keep this panel going the way that we do over here, rolling, tunnel vision, positivity. You know, we won't be distracted or knocked off our journey, man. We're not going to stop until we get the result that we want, and that's them to say Robert Sylvester Kelly has been released from a federal prison. That's all I want to hear.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, to be honest, listen, to be honest, I wanted to be due to they fuck up. Whatever y'all fucked up, that's what I wanted to be, because I wanted to be lingering over your fucking dumbass brain. It was a technicality. I don't even understand. Y'all want you to hold on to the bullshit, and we're going to be holding on each other's hands at a fucking concert. How about it?
That's it.
How about it?
You know, Derek, I do gotta holler at you. I know I done left the South now, so I can't say lick, cause lick down there in the goddamn hot box still. But I talked to Jeff last night for a minute, and I'm gonna try to put something to Jeff. But Jeff gave us a green light on the radio show, man.
Oh man.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Man.
He gave us the green light to the My Radio Chicago. Whenever we can put it together, y'all know we in the vicinity right now. Ain't nothing separating us but some hours right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I noticed, man. We gonna keep it 100.
Contact me after we get off air, nephew. I got to step away.
All right.
All right. So we gonna keep it 100, man. One thing that I've noticed, people who spaz out and have their opinion and they don't want to listen to nobody else's opinion, they never use the term common sense. They never use that terminology. I promise you, I listen for it, and they never say it. And then when you say it, it infuriates them even more.
They want to be right on all their points.
You know, now I can admit that if I were in his shoes, I would have did things differently, but I'm not him. And who am I to say that what I did do differently would have garnered any different results? You know what I mean? So you never know a situation and how you will really react until you get into it. You know, you got these people, you know, you got these people that want to sit up here and soapbox and say, oh, well, he didn't have to do this and he ain't have to do that. Well, what about what the parents didn't have to damn do? And what about the dumbass females that could have ordered them a meal, and what did they have to damn do? You know, people are so caught up in just wanting to believe the worst in people, you know, and that's not of God, because what you telling me is that man ain't got no redeeming qualities, and that he wrote, I Believe I Can Fly. That's one redeeming quality. He's the most talented singer of the modern era, while Usher going to the Super Bowl taking a nigga's spot.
But did you hear Gayle King ask Usher to perform Same Girl at the Super Bowl?
How?
How hypocritical is that?
How? It's impossible.
She asked Usher, will he perform Same Girl at the Super Bowl?
Only thing that can be, look, he can't. It's impossible. I'd be pissed if he do that and don't say free R.Kelly right behind it. I'm gonna be mad as hell. Even if he sing the hook.
Shit, if anything, he ought to sing confessions, because I know Gayle King got to confess on some shit between her and Oprah.
Oh, man. For real. I mean, for real, bro. You know, it's like I said, we one thing that I can say, people in this world gotta stop allowing for people to take your voice. It's a lot of people out here that feel this way, man, and scared to say something because they're afraid of what people gonna think. You afraid that people ain't gonna like you, and that's that go along to get along shit.
Right.
And I ain't going along with no bullshit. You know, your parents ask you if your friends jump off a cliff, would you? Hell no. No. I ain't going along to get along with shit. Stupid.
Let me see what it is I got. Hold on. I got one more thing I gotta do. Also, for everybody that's in the chat, man, or anybody that support Big Vi or support Big Country, I'm looking for at least 25 people, man. I'm looking for at least 25 people that follow me, that believe in me, that support me and like what I do. I need at least 25 people to purchase a Big Vi Opinion t-shirt. The first 25 people that purchase a Big Vi Opinion t-shirt, man, you will get free shipping. Free shipping. Now, if you 2X or plus, it's an extra $2. But the t-shirts come in black or white. The t-shirts is $25. Free shipping for the first 25 orders. Help support your boy Big Vi as I'm trying to get myself reestablished. As y'all know, I recently moved, so I'm grinding. I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to get caught up so I don't have to worry so much. So if you all can, I'm not asking nobody to go broke or anything. I'm just asking anybody supporting to hit the link that's pinned to the top of the chat, as you see there, and it's pinned to the chat. If you would like to support Big Vi, man, the first 25 people to order a shirt, they are $25 free shipping. If you wear a 2X or bigger, it's a $2 upcharge. So I'll let you all know what's going on moving forward. I appreciate the support in advance. I thank y'all so much. Trust me, it's gonna go to a good cause. And we're gonna continue to push this thing, and we're gonna continue to fight. We're gonna continue to bring these good, positive conversations. And I look forward also to people in the chat. When I start bringing the link, I do have the call-in number as well. So don't be afraid to call in. You know, when we live, if you want to voice your opinion about something, or you have something that you feel could bring good conversation to the panel. My email, bigvileopinion88@gmail.com. You know, send me some information that, you know, if it's something that you all feel could help us on the panel with the discussion, feel free to send it to me. I try to respond back to people in a timely manner. So I appreciate that. And like I say, man, I'm quite sure I can speak for myself and all of the guys on this panel that we appreciate all of you all being in the chat, interacting with each other, commenting, helping us bring this good positivity out here, and trying to have that conversation as far as the R.Kelly sector go in a positive manner. So with that being said, I'm gonna let Lex say their closing words, and then I'll be closing out after that.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll go first if y'all don't mind. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. Yeah, I just want to say that once again, thanks for letting me come on. Sorry, I was trying to work and listen and chat and interject every now and then. But what I want to say, pay attention to what's going on now. I don't know if everybody heard it or not, but the government is being real No, not so much as that. It's more or less that how they're going about trying to make people who's on Social Security, trying to make them pay back monies that has been already allocated to them. And once you get a war letter for you being on Social Security, you have a preset amount that you're supposed to get every year. So how is it that all of a sudden you want to come back and say, well, we overpaid you. Now you got to pay this money back, and we want it now. So you got somebody on disability who may owe over $30,000, and you threatening them, telling them you got to pay it back in such an amount of days. So the reason why I bring it up, because you look at R.Kelly. Now he has a disability as well. So they targeted him to try to get him to pay all these people, these false accusers, back of money that they don't deserve, that they didn't earn or nothing like that. This man out here been working hard all his life trying to get his life together, get his family together and whatnot. But you see how the government is, they targeting people with disabilities, trying to make up for stuff that they put out there and align with. So that's the reason why I brought that up, because I just saw it on the news like 3 or 4 days ago how they're going after people who on SSI, making them pay back money that they claim they made an error and we overpaid this person, so you gotta pay it back. Some of them are going to the news about it, and I'm not sure what's going to happen in between that time. But it's just something to keep your eyes out for, how the government will try to do something out of spite because they made a mistake. But you can't make a mistake if it's something set in stone and you're getting a certain amount of money every month. So just pay attention to that, and that's all I got to say about that. Is free R.Kelly.
Okay. And for anyone that's inquiring about the t-shirts, the link is pinned to the top of the chat in the comments. And also, you can go to my community wall. On my community wall, I have a post on my community wall with the link that leads you to the website to purchase the shirts as well. All right, and Classy, I'm so happy to see you. It's been a minute. So happy to see you in the chat as well. in the next 24-hour live, I'm not sure. We won't do a 24-hour, but we Unc had said something about it a couple weeks ago. So we're gonna plan to do a 12-hour live, and then we're gonna break the 24-hour live into 2 12-hour lives. And we're gonna break it down. So as soon as I'm able to get everything situated in my personal life, then I'll be able to focus more on the platform and help in doing more with the platform. So as soon as I'm able to get that information out as far as the 24-hour live go, because I am Mr. 24 Hours, aka Big Vibe, aka Big Country, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it happen. Can you list the phone number? The number, Julia, it's on the number. The call-in number is on the call-in number is on the community wall as well. So go to my community wall and just look through my community wall. There's a lot of information on my community wall. So if you don't visit the community wall often, take this time when we get off of here to go visit the community wall and just take a look at some of the different things that's on the community wall, because I do put a lot of information on my community wall. So the link to the t-shirts is on my community wall. The link to the number to my call-in number is on the community wall. Different information, tons of information is on the community wall. Judah said, what about reparations? Shoot, boy. But they tell you go get a job. Miss Angie, what's up, Miss Angie? The queen herself from slavery. Okay. Bobby V did it at the Oracle Arena with one of the songs he collaborated with R.Kelly, and the people loved it. Yeah, people still want to hear R.Kelly. They can say what they want. People still want to hear R.Kelly. I really enjoyed the lives as usual. Thank you, Julia. Usher won't do song for the Super Bowl, okay? Keep up. Let's see. Thanks, Big Vibe, for the positive channel. We need this. Most definitely. We're going to continue rolling. Long as y'all help me. All I need y'all, all the thing I need you all to do is help me. Just purchase. If you can purchase a t-shirt, help me out, because it will help me out tremendously with what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to dedicate a lot more of my time to put my preparing my lives at the end of the day. I'm trying to get better software as well. So, everything that you all do that's involving Big Vibe Opinion, I will be investing it back into the actual platform as well. Darlene, have a good day, Darlene. Willie, what's up, Willie? Big Country. Yeah, that's me. The one and only Big Country. All right, y'all. With that being said, I really enjoyed y'all today. Another great live, another epic live. And we're going to close it out, man. Y'all know how we're going to close it out. We're going to close it out with that information.
I really appreciate it about you. Going on. I really appreciate it about you.